Good morning. My name is Lindsay Nickel, and for my proposal, I'm actually going to be using something called Screencastify. Screencastify is a screencasting software that is actually an app within Google Chrome. So once I installed it, you can see right here in my upper right-hand corner that I can go ahead and I can click here. And when I do that, various options show up. Right now, I'm currently recording, so not all of my options are there, but I can also include a website link for you guys later in the commentary so you guys can go ahead and you can add that as well. It's really nice because it's a plugin. I can record my whole desktop. I can record my webcam, excuse me, or I can just record just one simple thing. So if I wanted it to come in and only record what I was doing in Photoshop, it could default to that as well. With my Screencastify, I'm really focusing on integrating learning platforms with Screencastify in order to push out lessons for my graphic design students. Currently, my school uses Schoology, so in addition to being a Moodle user, I also am a Schoology user. When you are in Schoology, you can see here are all of my courses that I teach throughout actually this semester. If I go to Graphic Design 2, well, it's Drawing and Painting 2, Graphic Design 2, okay, you can see these are the lessons that I have pushed out to my students throughout the entirety of this semester. Obviously, we're on our final project. I've changed the colors. If we come into here and we look at each lesson, they have a starting image and then they have an actual challenge for them to work on. Now, to push this even further, I do want to start supplying students with Screencastify videos so that they have an ability to review the procedures of what they have done once they are done with direct instruction. So being a flipped classroom or changing graphic design for myself to a flipped classroom, I would like to still have a little bit of direct instruction, but would like to differentiate for my students so that they're able to go through each and every lesson self-paced. So they can either use me as a scaffold, use me for direct instruction, or they can just go about on their own and proceed through the lessons. Their final projects are what I'm starting to propose for my lesson topics in Moodle. So some things I'm doing with that are students are needing to change images to black and white, and we are doing that directly through Photoshop. So we're changing images to grayscale, black and white. After we've done that, we go ahead and save. And then they need to learn to integrate various programs together. So they're going to actually hop over to InDesign. Now, a lot of my students for their final projects, they actually do real world application. So for instance, I have students who've sought out in the community and found people to make brochures for. They're making graduation invitations, and they are also making invitations for other people. So here's an invitation as well. You can see what I'm having them do is they are originally, when this comes over, it's black and white. Okay, because this is a grayscale JPEG, they can come and double click on the image to get the hand, and then they can change it to any color that they like. It's a very, very simple technique for my graphic design students. But that said, the application of the process is very large. So this is just a small tidbit of what I would like to do in order to incorporate more lessons in Screencastify videos.